The craziest tech IPOs in 2021 so far. Hello, guys. Welcome back to Stacking Stocks, and many thanks for joining us today. Today, we're going to talk about the craziest tech IPOs in 2021 so far. With the pandemic wreaking havoc for most, except a handful of technology companies, which tech companies reaped the rewards of a global shift to remote work with successful initial public offerings, or IPOs? We'll find out in a bit. Are you ready for today's session? As usual, we'll make it super exciting. Here we go. 2020 was a big year for tech firms, but the question is, will the lasting effects of the pandemic continue to impact the tech stock boom in 2021? We all had to shift to working remotely during the pandemic, which means that technology companies were in the spotlight. How did they perform? In 2020, U.S. companies alone raised a massive $435 billion in stock sales. Wow! Do you know what's even more exciting? More than a quarter of that figure came from IPOs. This was a figure far surpassing the $279 billion mark set in 2014. Which are the tech companies that performed really well? We have cloud-based software corporations like Airbnb, Asana, Palantir, Snowflake, and Zoom, which performed well in 2020 and have continued to flourish in 2021. As the world continues to embrace e-commerce and remote work, stock prices for such tech companies continue to increase this year. Are you wondering if the trend is set to continue throughout the year? With the market volatility being high, timing will be everything for investors. As much as investors accrued huge returns from IPOs in 2020, they need to be alert in case of trouble. We currently live in uncertain times, and you never know if the market will maintain its trend. Let's look at the biggest tech IPOs in 2021. We'll start with Couchbase. What do you know about this NoSQL database specialist? Have you heard about it before? When Couchbase made its market debut on July 22nd, we witnessed a stock price increase by nearly 39%, with the company being valued at more than $1 billion. That's simply amazing. The initial price of a share on the NASDAQ exchange was $24. However, on its first day of trading, the price jumped to $33.25, thus recording a significant 38.5% increase. Don't you think that's quite impressive? At the end of the first trading day, it settled closer to $30. Couchbase may not yet be at levels of Oracle and MongoDB, but it does have the potential to compete with the bigwigs. Wise. Wise is a fintech firm known for online cross-border payment services and international money transfers. Do you know about this UK fintech story? On July 7th, Wise was listed as a direct listing on the London Stock Exchange. What does that mean? It means no new shares were sold. On the first day of trading, the starting price was £8 per share before rising by 10% to £8.88. With that increase in mind, what do you think was the company's value? Wise's value rose to £8 billion, thus making it the biggest ever tech float on the London Stock Exchange. Wow, such a great feat. The company is surely going to reach greater heights. SentinelOne. This cybersecurity firm left many investors shocked as it posted unexpected figures. What do we know about SentinelOne? On June 30th, when it made its trading debut, the company closed at $42.50 per share on the New York Stock Exchange, a 20% increase and well above the predicted range of $31 to $32 per share. It doesn't even end there. SentinelOne was valued at a massive $10 billion, far outstripping the blockbuster $6.7 billion record set by its rival firm CrowdStrike on its debut back in 2019. Taking over the industry already? We'll keep monitoring its progress and see how it goes. Confluent. Confluent made its trading debut on June 23rd, floating at $36 per share. How did it perform? Well, the figure was slightly above its listing price range of $29 to $33 per share. It might not be that high, but it's remarkable. The company was in fact valued at a massive $9 billion. Don't you think that that's well above average? But what does this company offer? The Mountain View, California-based company provides customers with an enterprise version of the popular open-source Kafka streaming data platform. The technology offered by the company appeals mostly to automotive makers, banks, retailers, and other enterprises to gain faster insights into their business than traditional data at rest analytical approaches. And it also appeals to app developers as a way to power performance event-driven applications. Have you ever used this technology? You should probably check it out. Sprinklr. The custom experience software maker counts some of the world's biggest brands as its clients. What's Sprinklr known for? It's best known for its advertising, content marketing, and social media management tools. During its IPO in June, the company priced its shares at $16, which was below its target range of $18 to $20, thus placing its value at $4 billion. It's something to reckon with since it's not as high as others before it. In the latest financial year, the company had revenues amounting to $387 million, posting a net loss of $41 million. Nonetheless, it's still one of the biggest tech IPOs in 2021. Next on our list of craziest tech IPOs, we have a fantastic workplace management platform known as Monday.com. Have you interacted with this Israeli workplace management software maker? If you have, then you know how amazing the cloud-based platform is. On June 10th, Monday.com made its trading debut, floating on NASDAQ at $155 per share before rising to $174 a share on the very first day of trading. Wow, that puts the company's value at $7.6 billion. Monday.com allows companies to create customized project management tools and competes with behemoth firms like Trello and Asana, the latter having recorded a market cap of $10 billion at the time of the IPO. It's quite a competitive scene, isn't it? ZipRecruiter. This online job search engine floated on the New York Stock Exchange in May as a direct listing, with its stock increasing by 17% to $21 per share. That put the company's value at $2.4 billion. Well, such figures aren't easy to come by, especially during a pandemic-stricken timeline. Squarespace. What do we know about this website builder? Squarespace floated on the New York Stock Exchange as a direct listing in May, with its stock plummeting by 13% to $43.65 a share on its trading debut. That put the company's value at a shocking $6.4 billion, well below expectations. You know that the market is currently too volatile. Sometimes stocks won't meet your expectations, while there are times the stocks will shoot well above your speculations. However, you should note that Squarespace has been consistently profitable, netting an income of $30.60 in the last financial year. SUSE. The Linux distributor debuted in May with its stock slightly rising above the 30-pound issue price, and that placed the company's value at £5 billion in the May IPO. With its continuous evolution, SUSE has culminated as one of the biggest tech firms. Darktrace. What does Darktrace specialize in? The UK cybersecurity company floated on the London Stock Exchange on April 30th, with shares rising by nearly 40% from £2.5 to £3.58 on its trading debut. That gave the company a value of close to £2.4 billion. How did Darktrace perform in the last financial year? The company generated approximately £200 million in revenue, thus posting a profit of £9 million. Well, the essence of trading is to earn profits, isn't it? Coinbase. Are you a crypto enthusiast? Coinbase is popular for cryptocurrency exchange. Every crypto trader or investor is surely familiar with it. On April 14th, the company floated on NASDAQ with its shares rising by a blockbuster 71% on its debut. Can you imagine that the stock moved from a guide price of $250 a share to $328.28 per share at the end of the first trading day? That placed the company's value at a massive $85.8 billion, one of the biggest market cap IPOs. Coinbase made $1.3 billion in revenue in the last financial year, up from $534 million the previous year, posting a profit of $322 million. Isn't that well above expectations? Well, what do you think about these tech IPOs? Don't you think that they're the craziest thing that's happened in 2021? You should look out for other tech firms like UiPath, PensionBee, Coursera, DigitalOcean, Trustpilot, Olo, and Qualtrics. We'll keep you posted in case of any updates. Thank you so much for tuning in to Stacking Stocks today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.